Hello, welcome to Pen Talk. We're going to be doing a short in-depth review of one of the pens that I covered in my review of the Sailors. And this is the Pro Gear. This is the Pro Gear Regular. To distinguish from the Pro Gear Slim. This is classic black with gold trim. Has a very nice anchor at the top and it's slightly raised, so it looks nice. The standard sailor clip and the band, which has Sailor, Japan, and founded 1911. So what makes this pen different than a normal Pro Gear is the nib, which is a Naginata Togi nib, and I got it specifically for the nib from Njeke. I got it in medium. Yes, the M is obscured, the pen is inked, so there we can see it. And as you can see, the tipping material is quite substantial. It writes similar to the Zoom nib, but a few Zoom nibs that I've tried, I like this one a little bit better. It's probably an upgrade to the Zoom. You can see it's a standard gold nib from Sailor in 21 karat. So one of the things that makes this pen, kind of different is when it's posted. It's 148 millimeters posted, and it makes for a nice size. Unposted, it's slightly on the small side. As you can see, I have medium-sized hands. So the pen is pretty much designed to be posted, and it posts very securely. One of the things I also like about the Pro Gear versus just the regular 1911 is I like the flat top and bottom. The 1911 is probably about 4 or 5 millimeters longer. This fits nicely when you use it in your shirt pocket, which I do a lot when I do my writing. It comes in a standard Sailor box, but I think the boxes may vary depending upon who you buy the pen with. So let's take a quick look at how this nib performs. I'm using Noodler's Australian Rose Black Swan. So, and as you can see, it's a very wet writer. I would say that this is writing like a broad now. And it's medium in 21 karat. The nib is exceptionally smooth. I mean, there is really no feedback from writing. As you can see, if you hold it 90 degrees, you get medium fine line. If you hold it at your normal angle, as you can see, the line gets wider. There is a little bit of flex to the nib, but not significant. And a little bit of railroading there. Taking it a little bit fast. If you're going to flex it, you need to be a little bit slower. I just find this pen to be extremely pleasant to use. The drawback to this pen is its cartridge converter, which does not hold a lot of ink. In fact, 2 or 3 pages of ink is going to empty the converter. I really do think this pen could be used as an eyedropper, and let me show you why I think that. I have this little LED light, which I got for inspecting pens. And if you put the light in here, I'd have to go dark, But as you can see, there's the light. This is solid. So this metal piece here doesn't really see the ink, so the end seems to be pretty well controlled. And on the section, there's a nice O-ring here, which is nice when you screw it back together, but why would it be there except for sealing it for use as an eyedropper? I don't think anybody's ever used as an eyedropper, and I will experiment with that later. The cap screws on very nicely, and the final quarter turn seals it. I've never had a problem with it drying out or writing on the first time. So just to compare it to another pen, here's a Pelikan M800 in black. And as you can see, there's a pretty good difference in the length of the pen, but the Pro Gear is slightly more girthier in the middle. And if you just look at them from the barrel and nib perspective, there's the same type of difference. And also, as you can see, the Pelikan nib is going to be slightly bigger. Focus. So that's about it. If you're interested in a pen that writes extremely well, good balance, and has a nice girth to it without a lot of length or substantial weight, this thing comes in at about 25 grams, so it's weighty enough to be noticeable without being excessive. So that's about it. Enjoy your pens. Talk to you later.